Hello, and welcome to this Let's Play. I'm JT Kirk 86, and I'm here to bring you some Star Trek Online content. I have recently decided to start playing Star Trek Online again, and to give you a little bit of background about me, I've played this game back in 2009 when it was in beta, 2010, and then the launch. Played it on and off over the last 10 plus years. I've enjoyed parts of it, been annoyed by parts of it, probably like anybody who's played this game. They've had lots and lots of changes, lots of tweaks, lots of improvements. For one thing, I remember the combat system was terrible when we first started, but it's a lot different now and a little bit better in some ways, particularly with ground combat. They've added tons and tons of content, lots of new missions and stories, and to be honest, the stories about this game are really some of the best content for Star Trek out there that I enjoy. I'm a huge Star Trek fan in general, watching all of the TV series and movies and stuff like that for years and years. I have not seen quite everything that's new. Wasn't a huge fan of Discovery when it first came out. It's growing on me a little bit, but I haven't made it through all of that yet. Really liked Picard. Watched about half of that and need to finish it. And watched Lower Decks, and that was pretty good too. So anyway, that's a little bit about my history with Star Trek. I do like gaming in general, but don't have a lot of time to game. Having a full-time job outside of this and 2 kids and all that kind of stuff. But I really enjoy it, and I wanted to get back into it and play it. So my goal is to make a new character, which is this guy right here that I've started on already. And just have fun. It's going to be a themed build. I plan to do a Ferengi character, Ferengi ship, Ferengi crew, kind of everything you can Ferengi based. So don't know how much of that's going to be fully possible, but that's what I'm going to try to do. Haven't played this game with any level of severity or seriousness rather in several years. So a lot of it's new to me, or will be kind of coming back to me from having played in the past. So I intend to just have some fun, and decided to go ahead and record it and put it out on YouTube. Maybe it'll be entertaining to somebody.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery.
So, I'm going to play through some of the missions. I got a buddy of mine that may play some also. But right now he's just rolled a new character and has a few missions ahead of me, so I'm going to try to do a few missions and get started. Let's see, let's go outside so we can see this better. The shadows in here are not that great. There we go. So this guy, pretty happy with the way he came out. So far I spent a few minutes trying to get him to look like a merchant of sorts. He's got this little tattoo on his chin just says he's an assistant manager or something. It seemed like the highest one they could get. I thought that'd be cool. Yeah, and the buddy that I mentioned met up with me and gave me a couple of officers. So I've got a Ferengi female science bridge officer, and a male tactical officer, and a male engineering officer. So eventually I'll have this full of Ferengi officers. So, whoops. Let's go do something. I'm planning on reading the mission text, and I'm probably going to edit this video afterwards, but play through the missions more or less and read everything, so that if you have never played this game before, or you just kind of want to enjoy some of the story elements, those will be included in this as opposed to skipping them all. So, let's check this out.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pagem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pagem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Okay. So we have to escort Vulcan ambassador to the monastery on Pagem in the Beta Quadrant. Okay, we're going to get some experience points and some expertise. Don't remember. I think experience points is the leveling. Yeah. Expertise, I think, was used as a currency. Like, I think you spent that on duty officer mission. I can't remember. You spent it on something, I believe. Anyway, and we're gonna get some stuff there. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Oh, and I didn't mention, but you probably noticed I am playing a science officer. My main account, my main character rather, and everything has always been focused on tactical. I just kind of enjoy that style of play, getting into like a little super fast ship and flying around, but I decided this time I really want to go science and explore that.
My friend sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the consequences to him and his crew. A thought that troubles me to this day. The hope was that this alliance would last forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
That's cool. I forgot that Leonard Nimoy did a bunch of stuff in this game. Kind of annoying that the two pop-ups are trying to talk over each other. Anyway, let's see. Set a course for Vulcan. Let's see. Okay, it's kind of annoying that auto travel didn't actually take you where you're supposed to go. Alright, let's do this. Let's see. Captain, we have arrived at the Vulcan system. I took the liberty of contacting the ambassador's aide when we arrived. Tapella says that the ambassador has certain arrangements that he prefers when traveling. We would like to go over them with you. Would you like me to put her on the main view screen?
Greetings. Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to Pagem. Ambassador Soketh is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Kalrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it. I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Alright, well, let's get on the shuttle and let's do this. We are ready to land on Vulcan, sir. When you are ready to make our final approach, let me know. Alright. I love the visuals in this game. They're quite nice. Especially for how old it is. Alright, looks like we can land the ship, and that's probably the only option, so let's do it.
Starfleet Shuttlecraft. This is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are clear to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
Captain, the ambassador and his aide are waiting for you at the temple, at the top of this rise. You can speak to them there and find out if the ambassador needs anything else from us before we depart for Pagem. Speak to Ambassador Soketh.
Captain, I regret to inform you that we have come to an impasse in completing your mission. Allow me to explain. As you know, Pagem is sacred to the Vulcan people. and access to it is strictly prohibited. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty, but Savin, the leader of the order that maintains the monastery, has chosen this moment to illogically refuse to grant Ambassador Soketh permissions to meet with the abbot at Pagem. This is most abnormal. The ambassador has considered going to the council to request that they overrule Savin, but the process will take time that he simply does not have. If the ambassador is unable to complete his journey to Pagem now, he will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Corridan is complete, and that could take weeks. The ambassador, I'm afraid, has spent too much time off-world. I have seen it change him. His interactions with other species have grown easier over the years, but our own people have become more challenging for him to deal with. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than he has in convincing him to grant the ambassador's request.
Peace and long life. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Soketh accuses me of abandoning logic, but he is the one refusing to explain his reasons for wanting to go to Pagem. The planet is sacred. Our ancestors walked those paths. They found understanding and serenity in its quiet. When I am at Pagem, I feel more at peace than any place else in the galaxy. Pagem has been touched by outside influences in the past. The Federation is at war. Now more than any other time, we must protect this refuge. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Many years ago, Pagem was used for political purposes. Technology used to spy on the Andorians was hidden beneath the sacred sanctuary. It should never have happened. Buildings that had stood for 12 centuries were destroyed because we allowed politics and war in a place where there should only be logic and contemplative thought. When the monastery was rebuilt, we pledged to keep it safe from the cares of the galaxy. Only those who seek peace may enter. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Even a people who reject emotion require peace and contemplation. We are a spiritual people. Our rituals guide us throughout our lives. Vulcans who choose a life of study and isolation, as the monks at Pagem have done, help us maintain our connection with our ancestors. The monk's study of Sirach's words in the Kirshara give us all a greater understanding of who we are and who we should strive to be. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Centuries ago, the Vulcans were creatures of emotion. We fought one another in a series of wars that devastated our planet. Our species was on the brink of annihilation. Sirach taught us to embrace peace and to put aside our emotions in favor of logic. Sirach ushered in a time of awakening on Vulcan. His writings, the Kirshara, shaped all that we are. Without Sirach, the Vulcans you know would not exist. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestor? I neither trust him nor distrust the ambassador. I simply do not understand him. He will not reveal his reasons for wishing to speak to the abbot, and has refused a mind meld with me. Normally I could respect his privacy, but other things I have heard trouble me. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? Soketh has spent more and more time away from Vulcan in recent years, and seems ill at ease in what was once his home. Tapella admits he has changed in the past few months. He spends hours closeted in his study and does not share meals with his staff as he used to. T'Pella says that the stress of the war with the Klingon Empire is taking its toll. She hopes the peace of Pagem will restore him. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? The monks do not use any unnecessary technology. Even replicators are not permitted on Pagem. There is a communications array available to the monks for emergencies. Soketh's request does not qualify. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors? I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honor as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pagem from harm. Soketh says his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please, protect Pagem from any who would violate its sanctity.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions? Pagem is a small world near Andoria. It is sacred to our people. There have been Vulcans on Pagem for centuries. In 2152, the ancient buildings that housed our monastery were destroyed by the Andorians. It was a failing in our logic that led to conflict with the Andorians. We have corrected our error. After the Federation was founded, a group of Andorians, Vulcans, and humans rebuilt the monastery as a symbol of do you have any... Pagem is a small world near Andoria. It is sacred to our people. There have been Vulcans on Pagem for centuries. In 2152, the ancient buildings that housed our monastery were destroyed by the Andorians. It was a failing in our logic that led to conflict with the Andorians. We have corrected our error. After the Federation was founded, a group of Andorians, Vulcans, and humans rebuilt the monastery as a symbol of peaceful coexistence and cooperation. Since then, a group of monks has lived there. They study the ideals of Sirach. Do you have any questions? My business is my own. If you must know more, I require a meeting with the abbot. He will not use subspace communications, so if I am to receive his counsel, I need to meet with him directly. Do you have any questions? How should I know? He is a small man with small concerns. Thankfully, he has listened to reason, and our journey won't be delayed any longer. I am ready to leave now. Is the shuttle prepared for departure?
Lead on, Captain. Oh, okay. Weird. That might be a glitch. Alright, he's following me, so let's head back down to the ship. Ah, now it updated. Cool. Interesting. So hopefully the story part there comes out well. I'm going to try to edit that down as concisely as possible and let them speak the story as much as possible. I feel like when I first started playing this game that was not really a thing, but they've added so much voiceover in here, it's pretty nice. Okay.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
And we're off. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, return to the bridge. Wait. Is this... Oh, I see. We're probably... Are we inside the ship now? Oh, it would have been cool if I could have seen out the window. Alright. Yep, back in the ship. Okay. Ambassador Soketh has retired to his quarters, Captain. We can leave the system whenever you would like. Alright, well, let's go.
has a replicator that will allow you to...
Okay, let's turn that off. Alright, so go to the Pagem system. It's gotta be real close, yep. 3 light years away, apparently. Alright, let's proceed to the next phase. Sir, I'm picking up unusual energy readings in this system. We should scan the system before we take the ambassador to the surface. Agreed. Sensors to maximum. Okay, let's see. Scan energy pattern. Ooh. The Klingons. Oh, we get to battle.
This is Captain Katak to all Klingon vessels. Target their warp drives. There will be no escaping our vengeance this time.
I don't know what the right power settings are for science, but I'm used to tactical, and we put everything to full, so... Or, put it to full, rather. Tactical. What is this do? Our box. Shield repair, alright, got it. Two beams at once. Being hailed by the Klingons on screen.
Cease your fire, Captain! Perhaps today is a day for words. My fellow captains were blinded by our vengeance toward the shapeshifter aboard your vessel. They have died with honor. But if I am to die this day, then I would prefer to regale the halls of Stovokor with the tale of that foul creature's death.
Shapeshifter?
Ha! So even the mighty Federation has been fooled by the beast. Your guest from Vulcan is not as he or she seems, Captain. They are an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us, but we Klingons know better. We will hunt them down until the last of these honorless dogs dies screaming.
An Undine? Have you any proof?
Proof? Pah! Allow me to stick a blade in its belly while I look it in the eye while it dies. That should be proof enough, even for Starfleet.
I'll take that into consideration.
If you wish the honor of the kill yourself, then it is yours to have. So long as the Undine dies, I will meet my death with eyes wide open and victory in my heart. I await your decision. Close hailing frequencies.
Okay. Well, let's stop the ship here, and let's talk to our bridge officers. Captain, sensor scans indicate the Klingon vessel's warp drive, shields, and weapon systems are all offline. I don't think they even have impulse power. Whatever you decide to do, they can't really do much about it. Alright. The Undine are a species that was first encountered by the crew of the USS Voyager. They catalogued them as species 8472. As the Klingon commander indicated, they are indeed capable of changing shape. Additionally, they possess telepathic abilities that aid them in infiltrating the cultures of other species. So, Ambassador Soketh could be one? I'm afraid that is a conclusion we cannot rule out, Captain. I could conduct a test to determine if the ambassador is who he claims to be. Unfortunately, that would violate his ambassadorial immunity. The Undine are physically superior to humans and consider anyone from our dimension to be an inferior life form. Their vessels are more than a match for the Borg. They represent a great threat to Starfleet. Where is Ambassador Soketh now? The Ambassador is still in his quarters. Sir, I recommend sending a security detail to detain the Ambassador until we are certain of his identity. A sound precaution? Agreed. The Undine came from a dimension known as fluidic space. They use quantum singularities to move into ours. I'm afraid much of their technology still remains a mystery to us. But one thing is certain, it is not to be underestimated. So why use a Starfleet vessel? That I can't say, Captain. But as the Undine are virtually unknown in the Beta Quadrant, my guess is that they are aiming to conceal their presence here. And the Klingons? What the Klingons are saying could be true, Captain. If the Undine are in the Beta Quadrant, it might just be that the Klingons sniffed them out before us. In this case, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Alright, let's call the Ambassador to the bridge and open a channel to the Klingons.
My patience is growing thin, Captain. If you lack the stomach to slay the beast aboard your vessel, then any Klingon here would gladly do it for you. I'd hate for you to stain that pretty Starfleet uniform with Undine blood.
Very generous, Captain, but unnecessary.
Then the beast is slain? Makar! Very good. Perhaps you've the heart of a warrior after all. Let me look upon our enemy, and tonight we will dine together as warriors and drink to the honored dead.
Captain, I present to you Ambassador Soketh.
Captain, I take my meditations very seriously. Why have I been summoned to the bridge?
You are the accused, and I wish you to meet this captain who accuses you.
Alive? You're a fool, Captain! Strike now before it's too late!
Not without proof.
You want proof? Then lower your shields and allow me to beam over. Once the Undine's blood coats my blade, you'll see it for what it truly is. A Grint hound in Tark's clothing.
Ambassador, allow me to explain.
There's no need, Captain. The situation is not difficult to unravel. My concern lies in the logic of you entertaining this Klingon's meritless claim.
Meritless, but not unreasonable.
A most illogical conclusion. Allow us to examine the facts, Captain. You have a crippled Klingon vessel, whose captain has made unsubstantiated claims that I am an Undine, a species that is known to both the Federation and the Klingon Empire as a considerable threat.
Thus a reasonable consideration.
Potentially, but only if a great many other factors were to be true. Is it not much more likely that the Klingons have, in the face of defeat, instead sought to exploit Starfleet's desire for peaceful resolutions to conflict in order to repair their vessel and renew their assault?
Status report of the Klingon vessel. Weapons are inoperable. Warp drive is still offline. Wait, I'm detecting an energy surge. They are engaging their cloaking device. Red alert. Lock weapons.
A true warrior strikes without mercy, Captain. I only hope to teach you this lesson personally before the Undine does. We may not be able to best your vessel, but a Klingon knows many roads to victory. The beast may have evaded my vengeance for now, but I can still ruin its plans here at Pagem.
Fire. I've lost them on sensors, Captain. They're gone. Perform a sensor scan. Captain, I'm detecting energy signatures on Pagem's surface. They're in the vicinity of the monastery. They appear to be transporter signals. Life signs indicate they are Klingons. I'll take an away team down. Captain. Shall I accompany you? No. It's too dangerous.
A wise precaution. Though I admit I am eager to see my people safe, I will await word until the monastery is secured. And Captain, let not my journey here be for naught.
Away team to transporter room 1. I've lost them on sensors, Captain. They're gone. Wait, was that the message before? Yep. Okay.
A wise...
That's funny. Kind of weird to me that some dialogue within the same patch of dialogue is read to you and others is not, even by the same character. It's a little interesting. Anyway, let's beam down. Here's my crew. 3 lovely Ferengis. I haven't gotten rid of this one yet because I don't have a 4th Ferengi bridge officer. Captain, we need to secure the area and then make our way toward the monastery, which is located at the top of the hill. I'm reading multiple Klingon patrols between us and the main building, sir. Recommend we proceed with caution. Stay alert. We need to find the monks. Okay, so I need to equip a weapon. Let's do, oh, whoops. That's not the right slot. Alright, let's throw this weapon here. And do these people have weapons? You got a phaser. Let's upgrade that. And current weapon 55, 45, 8. Oh, we'll leave that for now. Should be okay, I think. Maybe, sure. Alright. Let's do this. I plan to eventually, I think, get all my Ferengis the Ferengi whip, and we'll just be a team of whips. But for now, use what we got. Oops, did I hit him? Oh, okay. Who threw a grenade? He was already dead. Okay. What's up here? Nothing. Alright. You know what? There was a signature in space I didn't scan. Ooh. Wait. Oh. Good job, team. Just gonna open this crate while you guys fight the Klingons, and I take his bottle of Gropak sauce. Grapak sauce. Alright, nothing up here. This thing still do it. Ooh. Alright. Seem to remember something about scanning those things to get crafting materials, perhaps? Let's see. This one is here. Something down here? Nope. Alright. Keep on the path. Hiya! Oof, that hurt. Okay. Look at all the loot later. Nothing cool over here. Pressing V on the keyboard, by the way, if you don't not familiar with that scan button. Let's look at this. Something up in that building. Holding down shift to run. Klingons. Oh man, that was bad. Kind of fell apart there. Whoops. realize there was a group over here. Gotta get better at that. Alright, let's see. Let's go to attack mode. What is in this box? And something's still through there. Alright, let's go talk to the monk. Please go to the monastery entrance and seek the abbot. Okay. Feel like we're not getting anywhere on this whole hunting down the anomaly thing. New respawn point. I guess it's inside this building. Alright. Let's find the entrance, shall we? Oh, that's not a building, it's a wall. Ah, this is the thing I seek. Scan gas. Okay. Oh, minigame. Some crafting materials. Nothing there. Yep, great. Some yammock sauce and some brandy. I'll take it. Let's see. There was another. Huh. Oh, that must be the edge of the map. Alright. A weird finding box there. Bounding box. Hiya. Hello. Yeah. Quadritically. Look at that. Sir, we are receiving an alert from Vulcan. Tapella says she must speak to you immediately. I'll patch her through to your tricorder. But these guys are twitchy.
I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter. You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to fool Soketh's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous.
Captain, security teams have reached Ambassador Soketh's quarters, but he's gone. They are searching the ship, but, sir, unauthorized use of transporters detected. The Vulcan government is requesting that the imposter Soketh... Blah, let's try that again. The Vulcan government is requesting that imposter Soketh be detained and returned to Vulcan for questioning. Sir, whomever used the transporter erased the logs. But I have a feeling that the imposter is on the planet's surface. I recommend we locate him immediately. We'll find him.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong. We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
That's less than ideal. Detain the imposter. Okay. Start this. I'll be standing right next to him. What? Okay. Hi. What? What's happening? Recommend we return to Nutzen's. Oh, God. Recommend we return to the ship and search for the Undine ship. Nope. Recommend we return to the Nutzen Sin and search for the Undine ship. We need to find the Undine and take it back to Starfleet. Okay. I am going to super quick try to find the rest of these crafting materials. Okay, got it. Let's go back to the ship. Yep. Captain, there is an Undine ship on an intercept course. Okay. Sir, the Nutzen Sin doesn't have the armaments to handle the Undine attack. Starfleet reports that it is sending ships to assist us, but they are about 60 seconds out. We have to hold out until the reinforcements get here. Captain, if we target their torpedoes, we might have a chance. I don't know how to do that. Alright, let's power into the shield since we're just trying to survive. Let's do one of these. Sideways. There's dual phasers going. Ooh, I see. Oh, that was bad. Okay. Let's put some distance between us and them. Yeah. I guess that wasn't a torpedo. I couldn't target it. Ah, there's the torpedo. Got it. Okay, cool. How do you do that? Let's get some shield balancing going. Shield heal. Well, yes, our blue's here. Hello, thank you. USS Challenger, Texas, Terra, Kirk, right out. My heroes. Speedy flyby. Oops. That's not targeted it, but not enough time. Got experience or something. Not doing much damage. Can't do it while I'm in battle. Come on. Further away. Yes. I targeted that thing immediately. I still couldn't hit it. saw a torpedo leave in, but somebody else must have shot it. It's okay, I'll take it. 7K. Need a hull heal. Do not have one of those. Got it. Alright. 7.5 kilometers. Maybe we can live on now. Incoming message from the USS Challenger. Captain Das Geld.
This is Captain LaForge of the USS Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday. LaForge out.
We've recovered the final data transmissions from the Undine vessel, as well as samples of the organic material that was used to create the ship. We need to get all of this back to Starfleet Intelligence. They may be able to decrypt the messages and tell us more. Alright, I want to go get my crafting materials. And alright, that is it for that. Hail Starfleet to report.
The ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create?
Okay, so we get some experience, expertise, data recorder. We get torpedo launcher, shield, and some dilithium ore.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Level up. Okay. So, I think for now, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm going to
I've
try...
received a report. There is a bold...
Calm it down! I'm going to try to do one mission, one episode. So, I'm recording these things without any pauses, and then I'm going to try to edit them down, cut out a lot of the stuff that people probably don't want to sit through, try to make these things more reasonable. I think I've been going for about an hour already, and I would like to... make it somewhat entertaining and easier to watch. So we'll definitely tone it down and see. So far, impressions of the first mission, pretty decent. Decent story development. Okay, we're fighting the Undine era thing. They're impersonating people. We've got problems there. So that's causing extra tension with the Klingons, which, is warranted. So that's cool. Some glitches were kind of weird. Don't know if that was anything specific to me or if that's just a problem with the mission, but just some dialogue box popping up and stuff, glitches like that. And then also noticing that the dialogue is not as immersive as it could be. Like, some of it's spoken and some of it's not. I get that, like, my ship officers maybe don't have to be spoken, but the same character, and you have like some text spoken, some not. That's kind of weird to me. But anyway, so hope you enjoyed this, and we'll continue. So between now and the next episode, let's try that again. So hope you enjoyed the playthrough of the first mission after you get through the tutorial. I did skip the tutorial. A couple of weird little things that I noticed. The dialogue for a specific character, Soketh, was read in some areas and not read in others. Mostly was read, but that was a little bit strange to me. I get that not every character's dialogue is read, but in the same mission, the same character feels like, that it just feels like a silly mistake. Like, we could have added a voice for that couple of sentences, whatever it was, that wasn't, and it would have been so much more immersive. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and we'll be back for the next episode and the next mission. We'll talk to you then.